Hey, what's up, everybody? DYT here. I haven't made too much progress aside from figuring out what I do right and what I do wrong. Most recently, I've changed the timing that I play the market. I used to go all day, including after hours. So, like at 4 p.m. for me, because I'm mountain time at 4 p.m., boom, I'm hitting the thing. So, 6 p.m. for people on the East Coast. 4 p.m. for me, I'm doing it. I'm going, I'm slamming. With the morning, I'd play the early morning session too. So I'd play like the Asian session and the London session and the American session, which is just too much. So I've consolidated most of that to only trading for about 3 hours out of the day completely now instead of tuning in for a majority of the day, which would be 23 hours. I have passed and lost and passed and lost XFA twice already, just in March alone. So that's, what is that, $400 down the toilet this year? Already loaded up another eval, went negative 1,000, brought it back up plus 1,500. And my problem is I keep playing the mini contracts and they're really screwing me over, and I also don't set proper stops for how volatile the market is right now. I don't set proper stops given I don't know what's going to happen within the market, like especially when we're scraping all-time highs every day and it doesn't stop. What is up with these all-time highs? This is not healthy. This is not good for the market. He literally just said inflation will be increased forever. So that's great for producers. That's great for the dude who owns the fucking dairy farm and the guy who owns all the ink in the world that we all use for our printers and our papers. But it's not good for any of us consumers. Like this economy is only really production based. It's getting to the point where they might not even need us to consume anymore because they'll have AI doing it for them. The economy is just a facilitated, made up means to an end for people to interact with each other, civilized, but they don't. And you quickly find even like your favorite role models are throwing away their dollar bills to the wrong corporations and the wrong people just to stay a little bit higher than everyone else. And it's disgusting. There's so many different facets of our economy, specifically in the US, that I could cut into: pharmaceuticals, mental illness, psychotherapy. There's so much you could really dive into, but it's almost not worth it at a certain extent, because it's like, hey, we all think this is going to go away someday, and then if you tune in, you find out the people at the top are saying it's going to get worse, but it can't get any worse too much quickly than it is already. So it'll just get worse at a steadier but more increasingly fast pace, which is fucking insane to me. I don't really get how someone could go up there and tell someone to check themselves when they are being asked legitimate questions on their job. Like, you are the market maker. You're the one of the number one market makers, Get your shit together. He goes out there with the purple tie, and everybody in Wall Street Bets is like, oh, boom, boom, we're mooning. And if we moon on really bad news, it's all fucking made up. Totally. It's all made up. I'm breaking out. It's all made up. Obviously. I know that. You know that. But holy shit, the way they're going about it is barbaric. It's obviously very intelligent how they're doing it, but I mean barbaric in a moral sense. So every 3 months, that's 2%, like up on the milk or whatever, which has been interesting in the past couple years because we have seen that inflation for certain consumer goods go up much higher than other times at a scale that isn't linear in comparison with the rest of our overall market. We keep sending money to other countries in billions of dollars, that could repair necessary infrastructure we have here in America. I'm all for helping other people, I really am. But it gets to a certain point where you're like, hey, so we have all this money we could be using, but you're sending it over there when you just need to use it one time here. Good. Like, isn't the projected thing for homelessness like it would only cost, what is it, $3 billion to solve homelessness in America or something like that? Like, is that not the statistic? How much does it cost to fix homelessness? 4.8 billion. So 5 billion. See, that is a number taken from endhomelessness.org. New estimate suggests that 4.8 billion is needed to bring down the homelessness. How much did US send to Israel? 105 billion. All right. Oh, look at this number, usafacts.org. The United States committed over $3.3 billion in foreign assistance to Israel in 2022, the most recent year for which data exists. One country, 1 year. Money is made up, bro. There's so much fucking money. I try and explain it to people, like just people you work with, people who aren't fucking neurotic over things that they can't change. And I accidentally kind of send them into a crisis when I tell them, oh yeah, like there's so much money in the world. Like our one college breaks in like millions of dollars a year, and it's a mid, it's a real mid college. It's great prices. The tuition's pretty cheap in comparison to a lot of other places you can go. It is a community college, and it is pretty. Foreign assistance typically makes up less than 1% of the trillions of dollars of federal spending in the United States of America. U.S. News and World Report countries that receive the most foreign aid from the U.S. statistics say that globally, over $640 billion spent in foreign assistance in 10 years. That's 2012 to 2022. $640 billion, 10 years, just on one branch, foreign assistance. It's fucking insane. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Why? Why? I hate this fucking shit so much. In 2021, the U.S. spent over $50 billion in foreign aid to nearly 200 countries, territories, and geographic regions. Holy shit, I kind of made myself depressed. I am doing okay. I could be doing much better when I figure this out. It's going to be steady. It's going to freak people out. When I figure this out, it's going to freak people out. They will be so out, they're going to have to come back in just to realize what it looks like when they're in from the outside. Holy shit, it's windy. Much love for being here. Basically, my whole gist is that, like, I've been trying. I just got some more money in. Thank you, taxes. I'm sorry I had to do them. Number one, like, I had no savings at all because my dog got sick. The car had some issues. I was kind of able to, I didn't have any money until March. Finally got some money in March. I'm trying again. That's all I'm saying, really. I did succeed. Technically, I got 2 XFAs, but I lost them both. So that was fucking horrible. My whole thing is I don't want to pull out any money until I have $5,000 or $4,000 in there, and then I'll take out a K, and then every week take out a K. And I think that would be awesome. A majority of that money will go to savings and debt. My debt is amassed around $22,000. So if I can just clear $22,000 in the next, what's 12 minus 3, 9 months, 8 months, that should be pretty awesome. If not, then I got next year. Unless we go into fucking World War III and I get drafted, I will literally give myself a staph infection to get out of that. Mexico's pretty dope, but I am trying to make my most out of so many other people. This is going everywhere. Oh God. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you being here. There will be more updates to come. I say it all the time. I plan on having one out every week. I'm getting more of a schedule going here actually in my life, so it should be possible. I'll see you next time. Arrgh!